Good teamwork, I love it so. How
So yeah, welcome.
Good
It's a
job,
beautiful,
Peggy.
yeah, it's a beautiful May day here. Got blue sky and some puffy clouds, and all the trees when I came home were all out. And Beltane is traditionally celebrated between May 1st, May Day, and today, the 8th of May. That's when the energies of this season, which is the alchemical summer, we're saying goodbye to spring and we're welcoming in summer. And so these energies are in a yin wood year. We're in a yin wood year, which means it's a soft wood, and wood feeds the fire. So we're in wood right now still, and it's feeding a gentle fire that's going to bring us into this blossoming of summer. And so it's a great time to uh, be growing those heart desires, those intentions, the things that you want to manifest, because we're in a period now where we're building towards, the great manifestation of the summer, the blossoming of summer. So I want to start with one of my. It's a 13th century um, round. Sumer is a coming in, and I found a beautiful recording of that. So I want to open with that, and everybody can get up and do a May dance. We don't have a maypole, but imagine you have a ribbon in your hand and you're skipping around the maypole with this short, beautiful little piece. Oops, I'm gonna go back. That's not where I want to be. Okay, share screen. So thumbs up from somebody when you can see it. All right. So here we go. We're going to dance into our May Day theme for today as we come into our most joyful Ming Joy state.
oh, we lost Suan.
I'm
She'll
back.
Paula back.
I am back. Oops, 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 oops. Uh-oh. Something else is coming on. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. It's very beautiful. Uh, Okay. So I hope you enjoy the little maypole dance music. And this is our happy quarter. So if anyone else has something they would like to share, good information, anything about what May is for you and how this season touches your heart, that would be beautiful if anyone would like to share something.
I will.
Okay, thanks, Sophie.
Yes, hello everybody. Yes, for me, spring, and it's just starting in Montreal. And at the window, I can see, what it's just so beautiful to see the leaves growing, the tiny little leaves, it's that very soft green and baby green leaves and everything. And then even I thought that one of the bush was dead, but no, it's not. It started to just show little pieces of their leaves or bourgeon. And it's
Mhm.
and it's starting to smell good, and people are happy. They have a smile in their face, even if life is not so wonderful at the moment for them or something happens, it doesn't matter. When you get outside and you have this air and it's warm, a warm air, but not hot, like in the middle of the summer, just everything is smooth and calm and beautiful.
Thank you, Sophie. Beautiful information. Howla. Anyone else have any shares, songs?
I'll speak. Excuse me. I was just laughing when you mentioned the coming of summer. I've never seen a May like this before in my 26 years in Santa Fe. I came home Monday and we've had rain, and this is the high desert. It's been so dry and we're losing many trees. So I come home to coming home on the shuttle, coming uphill, coming through snow, and then there's been just storms going through with rain, snow, hail, thunder, lightning, wind. It's just so fantastic and so alive. And the garden in back is just, I've never seen it like this.
Huh. Beautiful.
So
Beautiful. Thank you, Alma. Howla to rain and snow and sleet and beautiful gardens in the high desert. Oh, that is just delicious. And just what this whole celebration is about, the fertility of the earth, and you're getting to experience that, which is really,
yeah.
it's really special. Thank you so much. Anyone else?
Peggy has her hand up. Oh,
Peggy.
Peggy. I think can you hear
Still
Peggy?
muted.
How about now?
Oh, that's
Good.
perfect.
I
Good.
get doubly muted with this headphones. I got some really good news yesterday. I wanted to share it with you. I already shared it with some of you, but um, just to back up a little bit, a year ago, I was told that the breast cancer had metastasized to 3 different places in my hip bones. A lot of pain, a lot of angst. That I started doing an injection that was supposed to help with that, help rebuild the bone and help create an environment that the cancer couldn't grow. But at that time, the oncologist told me that I would have to have these monthly the rest of my life. Just, have to do that. And you've heard my stories. I tend to tell this doctor, thank you, but that's not my reality. It's just annoying. I love you, but I don't want to come here every month. So I'm going to heal, and we're not going to do this every month for long. So yesterday he came in and he looked at me with this really interesting look on his face, and he said, I should have listened to you. I didn't, but you are doing surprisingly well, and I'm ecstatic with your progress. And so you get one more monthly shot in June, and then we're going to stretch it out to 3 months. And we'll probably do that for a little while, and then you won't need them anymore. He said, you are healing in a way I have never seen anybody heal. So, opened my mouth, and what came out was Every Little Cell song, and he sang it with me, and we kind of do that in his office. But it was just the power of being in the field and being with all of you. And I got to do another commercial about Zhang Qigong and give him again the website. And he just is like, I need to listen to you. And in fact, he said, if I have people that are kind of drowning in their diagnosis and depressed, and is there any way I can give them your phone number and you can talk to them? I'm like, oh, maybe this is awesome, because I just retired from being a nurse and I don't really have a lot going on. So anyway, I'm making this a long story, but how law? I mean, it's like I told Irene and Roseanne, it's like how law in action. This is just,
Oh,
it's really good. I'm really excited. Healing is
how,
healing is fun. Healing is fun. And thank you all. Thank you so much. Thank you.
and how la. And that is a great way to celebrate Peggy with a little jingle that some of you will remember, and some of you might be too young to remember, but I've changed the words. And it goes like this. This is what I feel for you, Peggy. Good. Good. Mingju Wei love is good. Good. Everybody. Good. Mingju Wei love is good. 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 Mingju Wei peace is good. 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 Mingju Wei peace is good. 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 Mingju Wei happiness is good. 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 Mingju Wei happiness is good. 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 Mingju Wei joy is good. 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 Mingju Wei joy is good. 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 Mingju Wei gratitude is good. 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 Mingju Wei gratitude is good. Any others? Anybody have anything else they'd like to put into our good song this morning? Peggy.
Don't have anything. Oh, sorry.
No? Oh. Is that, you want to add one, Peggy? Oh,
This is Livy. Uh-oh.
Oh.
This is Livy. She likes it when we sing and dance. She sings and dances with us every time. So
Oh, beautiful.
say hi, Livy.
Good. Good. Livy's in Mingju Wei. Good. Steph, you have something you were going to say?
Yeah, I was just going to share that May is one of my favorite months for many of the reasons that have already been mentioned. And coming home after being gone for 10 days and seeing how everything blossomed, including like my weeds and things. My Mother's Day present since the kids were young has always been them helping me in the garden and getting ready for the season. And been cleaning off the screened-in porch because we wait till now because of all the pollen. But Teacher Wei said something at the retreat early on about how many times our illness is trying to send us a message. It's our true self finding a way to get our attention, that something is off balance in our life. And he mentioned being out of sync, out of harmony with the rhythms of nature. And I thought, a few years ago, I didn't even know what that meant. It's not really part of the culture here in the US, except among the original peoples that live here. And wanted to announce that Robin's husband, Craig, and I are hosting a despacho making ceremony where we're making gifts for Mother Earth on Sunday. And I'm going to put the URL here in the chat in case anybody is interested in honoring Mother Earth and learning more about sacred reciprocity as Mother's Day approaches this weekend. So thank you all.
Oh, thank you, Steph. This is going to be a wonderful offering. Really beautiful. Thank you for telling us all about it and giving us the way to get connected with that. Anyone else out there? How lost? More hands. Peggy. Was that a
I was just
howl?
howling. I was just
Oh, you
howling.
were just howling. Okay, that's beautiful. Roseanne?
Thank you. I just want to thank you, Suan. To practice with you in this celebration is so beautiful because the music is such a big part of, and the person who carries the music is such a big part of the celebration of life that all this is about. But I was raised in a very Eastern Mediterranean kind of tradition of, and a lot of it was Sicilian Roman Catholicism, which is pretty oppressive toward the feminine and woman, but one thing that it brings together is the earth religion with Catholicism. It's kind of like Guatemalans are, the Maya people are in Guatemala, to the Spanish, that's what the Sicilians are to the Italians, the earth thing. So I was raised, what they did was they make the month of Mary, the month of the woman is May. And so I loved it always. And it was the month when we could celebrate all those things, all the things of women. And then I learned about Beltane from an old Druid friend of mine from Ireland, actually. And I learned that even in deepening this honoring the authority of being of the feminine, there's an authority to it that men and women can carry. That part of the celebration of Beltane was the coming together in the honoring of the Great Mother in the fertility between men and women in the celebration. And any child born of a Beltane union was not only accepted, but was exceptionally loved and honored in that coming cycle of the year when it would be born. And for me, that said it all. Like I've heard of, the Great Mother's name is Tonantzin and Mary and all the different names in all the different places of the world. But for me, it every year when this comes around, it reminds me of how I woke up to all that and what it brought to life in me. And anyway, I always feel so safe sharing these things I never say, but with all of you. So, and I want to thank you again, Suan, because the other day I talked about, the dancers, the supporters, and the drum, but you are like the heartbeat and the music and the rhythm of all we practice here. So thank you. Thank you all. Howla.
Howla. What a beautiful share. You went into an element of Beltane that I didn't really put in the very much into the because I couldn't. There were so many different countries and the way Beltane expressed, but I did read the one about Mary, and you just expressed it in a way that the internet could never express it. So thank you for that beautiful, beautiful share, because I really could feel your soul and your heart, which is part of what this season does. It really opens it wide. So thank you so much. Anyone else? Hello, Roseanne.
I'm inspired by all of you to just share some imagery that kind of came from the retreat a little bit. So Teacher Wei talked about the earth a lot and how even though in our practice we connect primarily to Huanyan Qi, right, this infinite Qi source, that for all intents and purposes, the energy of our earth, the way that we experience it, is also an infinite energy source and a very, very important energy source for all of us. In fact, we're always receiving energy from the earth. And if we were disconnected from the earth, we wouldn't, I mean, Elon Musk, have fun with Mars, but like we wouldn't maybe survive for very long. And he kept on talking about the generative force of the earth. The earth grows everything. And that imagery has been so palpable for me and with me, and in all of your shares, and in particular Peggy's share, I could really feel the springtime generative force coming up from the earth, which it does right now. Like this is like right now is when that generative force is really, really prominent in. I mean, everything is being reborn, right? Like somebody mentioned the super green leaves on the trees. I mean, the trees get a whole new outfit. All the birds, they get whole new outfits. If you've noticed, their feathers are like all beautiful and perfect. And I'm out bird watching with my daughter because their best colors are out right now. And all the flowers are blooming. I mean, and everything has been renewed. I mean, if you look all the insects are coming out. I mean, they've been renewed, right? Coming out from their cocoons and their whatever pupae stages, and it's all just coming out. And I feel like we can connect to that too. Like we renew also, clearly. I mean, look at Peggy, like we're constantly renewing, but this time of year is so strong, that force, that regenerative force, that 3D printing ourselves a new body, that becoming new and more fun, better, whatever versions of ourselves. So I just wanted to really bring that actively in this conversation, that we are a part of that also. We are renewing, we are evolving, and this is the time to really step into that. So hello to the earth and the spring and just all these beautiful shares. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Megan. That was so beautiful. That was like the whole PowerPoint. All of you have already done the PowerPoint. I think I'm just going to flip through them very quickly today. But I learned a lot learning how to do this. And thank you, Megan, for tutoring me and for all of you being here today. And I remember seeing, I don't know, I think it was Robin showed a photo of her apple tree in full blossom when she got home. I wish I had that photo. I don't have that photo, but you can just imagine it, and maybe Robin will share it again with us sometime. I'm going to play a little invocation with my Native American flute as a part of our happy quarter, just to give back to all of you all the incredible baby heart and joy and good news, good information that you've all shared today. And we'll have a chance to just sink even deeper into Ming-Jue together. So feeling your feet rooted to the ground, to the Mother Earth. I'm going to share screen and do staying in Mingjue state, just observing and seeing what comes in from this. We'll have a short presentation and then come into our practice today. Something didn't work. I think I have to. Okay. And let's see. I'm going to try again. Oh, better. Okay. Let me know if you can see
We can see it.
this. Yay. Okay, good. So we're weaving. The new name of our practice is moving from Jineng Qigong to Qi Science Qigong. And so today we've already started with songs and dancing and weaving these things into our Qigong practice as one of the levels of the pure consciousness Qi, of the original Hunyuan Qi, the highest level. This is all of this, these are just elements of that are being woven into our, and you've all woven them in so beautifully today with your sharing. So it's energy, it's transition energy between spring and summer. And even though the celebrations are only between the 1st and the 8th, this energy continues on through the summer solstice, which begins around June 21st. And we've all, been sharing about the rootedness into Mother Earth, and it actually has ancient agricultural ritual roots also that were celebrated amongst the Druids particularly, but all through Europe. And Roseanne shared about the way it evolved in Sicily, I think, or in Italy. Bonfires were very important. They sometimes would have two bonfires and an aisle between them, and they would bring their cattle, and it was a blessing for all the livestock to be cleansed and purified and revivified in the fires of the Beltane fires that are announcing the coming of summer. And it's already been spoken, the union of male and female energies were honored and celebrated, the fecundity of the earth and of all life on earth. And this
I wonder if it would help, Suan, if we turned our videos off.
We can't hear you, Suan.
okay. Am I
Yes.
can you hear me now?
Yes. Yes. Perfect.
So I included some images of some flowers in my garden that come out a little later than this time of year, but in many places they're already out. And then, of course, the traditional maypole dance, which I used to do with in my music classes with children. It was one of my favorite things to do with elementary students at this time of year.
Hmm.
And there are other aspects of energy during Beltane that are also highlighted in this time of year. So the Shenji Palace and the Yintang are very important. This time of year is a time of really being able to build your discernment. And that is combined with the pituitary gland, which helps us to see more deeply beyond the appearance of the outer world and our reference framework into the pure, clear Mingjue consciousness. And the color indigo is the color of the third eye chakra. And so being in, or actually sometimes that color will come in for me when I'm going into Shenji Palace. So just notice if that color is present, that ray is present. And that ray is a ray of deep peace and restores the calm. And I liken that to the place of Mingjue peace. So the function of this particular energy time is this, and I'm putting it in our words. This isn't the Druid priestess words, but I wanted us to understand it from our practice. Synthesis of Yuan Ti and the original Hunyuan Qi of the universe, coming to the clear, pure Mingjue observer, and being able to tap into that original Qi in our own Jing Qi, in our Mingmen inner palace, building that Qi and awakening it. And the element is the ether of light, these very, very fine, high vibrations of the original Hunyuan Qi are present now, particularly. So the sacred tree is the ash tree. It's deemed a very serious tree, and it's from Nordic tradition. And it's a tree of world and creation, which makes me think about form into formless and formless into form from our, and Peggy is an incredible guide and leader in this arena of transforming form into the formless. So just want to honor that aspect amongst us, and we all have that. It's a tree of wisdom, and it grows in damp places. It grows into a very large tree, and it helps us reconnect with the source of our being, our true self, the water of our soul. And that is the kidneys and Mingmen and the gate of life and the gate of destiny, and then the front, Du Qi, which is the spirit gate. So we have these two gates there, and the water element in the lower Dantian, which is really supported by the energy of this particular tree. So feeling the roots in this moment, feeling your roots as deep as this tree, maybe closing your eyes and just feeling all of our roots in training with the traditions that we're practicing with Dr. Peng Ming, with Teacher Wei, with all the teachers in the Qi science community and the world consciousness community field, just feeling how abundant and far-reaching these roots are. And the deeper and wider the roots grow, the more abundant the tree grows. The trunk becomes so stable, and we can feel that in our bodies, that we become stable and secure and harmonized, balanced. And then this Qi can flow into the branches and the leaves and become this beautiful, beautiful tree of life. So the sacred star is Rigel, and it's at one of the legs of Gemini. It's a giant blue star, and it works so beautifully with the tree because it helps us strengthen our central channel, our spine, our central nervous system, and our deep connections with our own body and with each other. And this is the sixth layer. The Buddhic body is the body that we're working with. It's very close to the highest level of consciousness. Atmic is the only other level listed here. There are many, many other levels, but these are the main ones. And it carries our essence, our true self, our Mingjoy entirety state. And through this chi of this layer, which connects us to the highest layers of the original Hunyuan Chi, we connect to our original blueprint through Ming Min, the gate of destiny, and it supports us as we move on into our higher levels of consciousness, into enlightenment. And I included a little quote by Fabien Mamont, who this photo is taken from his book. We learn of a place beyond borders where all is one and we are all. And I feel that's who we are in this moment. And we'd like to share a beautiful dance of universal peace to enter into our practice. I feel this is definitely a chi setting dance. And you can move to it or just sit and enjoy it. I have the words here. I'm going to go through the words and the meanings with you, and then I'm going to turn this off so that I can see everybody. I really want to see all of you when we sing it. So the first words are Om Namo Amitabhaya, and this means I honor the little Buddha in you. It's the enlightened Buddha. Buddha-ya, so we make the motion like this, if you can see a little bit. Om Namo Amitabhaya. And then we go into the next one. We come to Yin Tong and Shenji Palace. Buddha-ya, which is the enlightened Buddha, all of our spiritual potential all together. Dharma-ya, the teachings, the good information that we hear from Teacher Wei via Dr. Pong and the World Consciousness Community and the original Hunyuan Chi. Sangha, and that's us here, the World Consciousness Community, our small and large communities. So that's the first part, and those are the movements. And then we sing, we turn in the field, and we create the spiral of life on the last part. Om Namo, Om Namo, Om Namo Amitabhaya. Om Namo, Om Namo, Om Namo Amitabhaya. Om, and then we go back to the beginning again. I'm going to turn this off and come back to all of you, and we'll sing and dance this together. And just follow along and sing, or if you just want to sit and soak it in, that's fine, or lie down. Just so happy to be with all of you in this field. Om Namo Amitabhaya, Buddhaya, Dharmaya, Sanghaya. Om Namo Amitabhaya, Buddhaya, Dharmaya Sangaya. Om Namo, Om Namo Amitabhaya. Other way. Om Namo, Om Namo, Om Namo Amitabhaya. Om Namo Amitabhaya. Buddhaya Dharmaya Sangaya. Om Namo Amitabhaya. Buddhaya Dharmaya Sangaya. Om Namo, Om Namo, Om Namo Amitabhaya. Om Namo, Om Namo, Om Namo Amitabhaya. And standing or sitting or lying down, we gather the chi in the palms of our palm gates, our heart gates of the baby heart, and allow ourselves to rise up with this beautiful chi of the earth merging with the chi of the universe. Feel the fingertips flowing into the heavenly energies, connecting and allowing this flow to come through us as we pour the chi into Shenji Palace, feeling the great expansion, the great emptiness. Feeling it open, wide and far. On the breath, finer and finer. Flowing through all the sensory organs. On the breath. This golden liquid light energy flowing into the neck. Flowing into the shoulder wells, these abundant lakes of chi, pure consciousness chi flowing through the arms, the elbows, the wrists, the palms, the fingertips, continuing to flow into the middle dantian, opening our baby hearts. Finer and finer, opening the lungs and the breasts and the thymus gland. The chi flows abundantly with Mingjue love, peace, happiness, and gratitude into the lower dantian, into the rib cage and Hunyuan Palace, harmonizing all the organs and the emotions of the organs. Flowing into the pelvis, into Mingmen and Du Qi, opening Mingmen inner palace. Flowing in through the tailbone into the central column, supported by the ash tree and Rigel, the giant blue star. Feeling these energies rising up through the lower dantian and the lumbar spine, sacrum. Feel the sacrum opening, flowing up through the thoracic spine, illuminating the central nervous system, smiling in to these spaces of our deepest connections, of our innermost channel, through Hunyuan Palace and the thoracic spine, through baby heart and the thoracic spine, through the cervical spine, opening our throat to our speaking of the truth, through Shenji Palace, opening. Merging through Baihui into the universe. And we allow the arms and the palm gates to rise up with the fingertips into the blue sky and beyond into the indigo, blue-black of the gamma point of the universe, the source. We feel that source mirrored inside ourselves, into every cell, every particle. We feel the palms flowing down, pouring the chi through the back down through the central column, through our central nervous system, sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous systems, merging as one, feeling the chi abundant, flowing freely, down, down, down through the entirety of our energy centers, through the legs and the feet, through bubbling springs, deep into Mother Earth. We feel this deep in our bones. And we're going to wake up from this deep inner space. We're going to wake them bones up with a practice that Teacher Wei led us in at the retreat of opening all the joints in the body, the lymph system, letting go, cleansing, clearing all these systems. And we're going to begin with the whole system Dem bones, dem bones, dem chi bones, dem bones, dem bones, dem chi bones, dem bones, dem bones, dem chi bones. I hear the word of teacher way. The head bone's connected to the neck bone. The head bone's connected to the neck bone. The head bone's connected to the neck bone. I feel the chi flowing free. The neck bone's connected to the armpits. The neck bone's connected to the armpits. The neck bone's connected to the armpits. I feel the chi flowing free. Other side, I feel the chi flowing freely. I feel the chi flowing freely. I feel the chi flowing freely. I hear the words of teacher way. Them bones, them bones, them chi bones, them bones, them bones, them chi bones, them bones, them bones, them chi bones. I feel the chi flowing free. Change sides, them bones, them bones, them chi bones, them bones, them bones, them chi bones, them bones, them bones, them chi bones. I hear the word of teacher way. Them bones, them bones, them elbow bones, them bones, them bones, them elbow bones, them on them bones, them elbow bones. I feel the chi flowing free. Other side, them bones, them bones, them elbow bones, them bones, them bones, them elbow bones, bones, them bones, them elbow bones. I feel the chi flowing free. Them bones, them bones, them chi bones, them bones, them bones, them chi bones, them jones, them bones, them chi bones. I feel the chi flowing free. And now we're going to go to the groin and all the lymph down here. Them bones, them bones, them chi bones, them bones, them bones, them chi bones, them bones, them bones, them chi bones. I feel the chi flowing free. Them bones, them bones, them chi bones, them hip bones, chi bones, them bones, them bones, them hip bones. I feel the chi flowing free. Now we're going to go to the knee bones. We're going to go down to the knee bones. Them bones, them bones, them knee bones. I feel the chi flowing free. Them bones, them chi bones, them bones, them bones, them chi bones, them bones, them bones, them chi bone. I hear the words of teacher way. And now we go to the belly, the jelly. Belly, now the cheekbones in the belly. I feel the chi flowing free. Them bones, them bones, them chi bones, them bones, them bones, them chi bones, them bones, them bones, them chi bones. I feel the chi flowing free to the rib cage. We're going to harmonize all the chi organs. We're gonna harmonize the chi organs. The chi organs are harmonized. I feel the chi flow free. Them bones, them chi bones, them bones, them bones, them chi bones, them bones, them bones, them chi bones. I feel the chi flowing free. Shake them bones, them chi bones. Shake them bones, them chi bones. Oh, shake them bones, them chi bones. I feel the chi flowing free. I feel the chi flowing free. Oh, thank you all. waking up the body. So, like to just choose a couple because I would like to share a little sound bath at the end too. So I'm feeling today, because we're so connecting to Mother Earth, that we're going to start by stepping on chi, bringing our feet hip distance apart, and just wagging that tailbone and settling down into a beautiful cushion of chi. And gathering the chi from the horizon into Dai Mai, that belt channel, which is our own personal little Milky Way that we're going to spiral and spin the energies in from the earth and the heavens together. And, and we begin with the tailbone going forward, to the left, to the back, to the right. Forward, left, back, right, and let go into this beautiful circle that the tailbone is creating between the legs and the feet. Feel Mingmen opening. Feel Du Chi opening. Feel that beautiful Mingjue breath gently flowing in and out, opening us to great space and feeling this circle evolving into a spiral. Feeling the spiraling of this chi expanding in all directions. Coming in deeper and deeper into that central abyss of bliss inside of our lower dantian, awakening the original Hanyuan Chi of the universe. Let go, let the spiral and this chi ball in Mingmen Inner Palace take on a life of its own. Feel this spiral coming up through bubbling spring points from the core of Mother Earth, this magnetic core of pure consciousness chi. And at the same time, feeling the spiraling up through Mingmen Inner Palace into Hanyuan Palace, spiraling into liver, gallbladder, pancreas, spleen, kidneys, stomach. Feel the entrainment between all of these organs with the intestines, our second brain, connection of the intestines and the reproductive system, the fertility of the body, mind, and spirit. And the bladder. Feel this deep indigo waters of the kidneys and the bladder that also govern the endocrine system, immune system, the bones and the bone marrow, deep waters of our soul. This is a beautiful time to connect and immerse yourself in this field. and bringing this spiral gently to stillness, but not stillness. Mingjue observes the qi, abundant, flowing free in the blood, on the breath, and then gently begin the spiral in the other direction, forward, to the right, to the back, to the left, forward, right, back, left, and let yourself go into this spiral. As we feel the harmonization of Mingmen Inner Palace and Hunyuan Palace, merging and becoming one. Merging with the Hunyuan Qi of the universe. Great spirals of arms of pure consciousness Qi. And this spiral becomes finer and finer as it ascends up to the baby heart, smiling in a gentle May flower smile. Heart opening to the sun like the May flowers, the sun of our being and the inner smile of the universe. We feel these gentle wood yin wood year fires gently burning, lighting the way to our fullness in May. And the spiral ascends through the lungs touching the shoulder wells up to the heavens, opening our inspiration and aspiration upward through the neck, spiraling ever so gently through Shenji Palace and deep into the indigo blue of the universe. Feel that connection between heaven and earth and the effortlessness of this automatic spiraling as we are suspended between the two, heaven and earth. And gently bring this spiral to stillness. Standing in this abundance of love, peace, joy, deep trust, wonder, and gratitude. Allowing Baiwei to lift the body up and stepping on Qi, bringing the feet together. Relaxing the hands down, shaking the hands out, letting go. And feeling this abundance in the palms of the hands, the arms, rising up from the earth to the heavens. Feeling these fingertips like little antennas reaching deep into the original Hunyuan Qi. Feel that flow through the fingers and the arms and the shoulders, throughout the whole body and through byway down through our central column. As we do big circulation, pouring the qi down through the center and cascading around the body in all directions, 1,000 arms embracing the qi around the body, penetrating and permeating through all the layers of the skin, the fascia, this liquid light energy that connects everything in our body and connects everything in the universe. The muscles, the tendons and the ligaments, the bone and the bone marrow. Feel it to the core of your being, coming through the neck, coming through the chest, the heart, lungs, baby heart, singing its song of freedom in May. Feeling the breasts so nourishing, full with the spring qi energies all around us, flowing into the rib cage and all of the organs, the emotions in the organs harmonized, singing in a chorus of harmony, beauty, entrainment through the pelvis, kidneys, through Hui Yin, gently lifted, through the legs. And as we reach the legs, we feel our flower bowing down, the flower of our essential being bowing down, opening all the cervical vertebra openings, great space, breathing in as we bow down in humble gratitude to the earth, through all the thoracic, opening the baby heart in the back thoracic, opening Mingmen in the lumbar, as we reach down to the earth to gather this rich fecundity of Mother Earth's soul, bringing it into our own soul. So we gather and allow the tailbone to and the buttocks to contract to bring the qi in through Mingmen as we rise up and align ourselves with this fertility of the body, the mind and the spirit, all merging as one, feeling the great connection between heaven and earth, and pouring this qi down one more time, staying standing. Feel the great radiance of this love light energy in Shenji Palace, flowing through the eyes, ears, mouth, nose, into our throat and the neck, so supple and relaxed into the shoulders, full with the radiant chi down through the arms, through the baby heart and lungs, breasts, through all the organs in Hunyuan Palace, kidneys into Mingmen, inner palace, and scooping along the horizon, the fingertips touching this very fine original Hunyuan Chi, gathering it in, transforming, drawing it deep into Mingmen inner palace through Du Chi, and resting there, resting with all the energy centers merging as one. Find a place to rest in this gentle beauty as I play sounds of this particular moment in our seasons. Grounding into Mother Earth. Awakening our Jing energy. Harmonizing Hunyuan Palace. Allowing our baby hearts to melt and merge together as one. Opening our precious throat to the voice of truth. Ascending to yin tang and the pituitary gland. Joy observes the breath flowing freely everywhere, abundant. And the chi and the blood are flowing freely and well. Feeling the breath flowing to the outer reaches of the fingertips and the toes, initiating spontaneous movement. Body is free, healthy, renewed. And we feel the inner depths of our own creativity, fertility to be expressed in every present moment. Moving and coming back into this space gently, awakened. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes, or if you wish to stay in this state, you can continue on with your own personal meditation. I just want to thank each person, each beautiful flowering being here for creating this luscious May chi field. Howla.
Thank you so much, Swan.
Thank
Exquisite.
you.
Thank you.
You're